Hello, Class here, Alwa's Awakening. The last part, it seemed to make a pretty good impression. Since I don't have to go into the settings, I'm actually starting from the very start. Alright. I think last time I started from the title screen. Anyway, we're at town, we beat the first dungeon, we have the green block power, and things are good. Alright, we can make that jump now. I don't think I tried it without the block power, but we can make it now. Can I not talk to this person? Oh, you talk with X. I forgot. Okay, hello, you swell next to me. You can refill your water, but first you need to find something to carry it in. Makes sense. One block's not gonna do it. I can only jump 2 squares. Interesting. Right? Central Alwa. And it doesn't say what's to the left, even though it clearly had arrows pointing both directions. Double check that getting across the bridge wasn't some weird fluke. You actually do need the block. Oh, he's gonna throw a thing. I don't know if I can even make the jump up to it. Wow, I just got murdered. Like, only a little. I'm still alive, but I've been murdered. Yeah. A wizard. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's... Oh, what? That's not what I expected. Alright, so, I guess we're heading back there, but, doing better. It actually makes sense that that was there. And I think visually you might have been able to see some of the background through it. I can't, like, enter the well, can I? No. Okay, yeah. You need something to carry water in for a well to be useful. No, it won't take long for us to get back there. This time we're not gonna get murdered by that guy. In fact, if we hadn't, we could have just damage boosted across the spikes. Yeah, you can see some of the background through these. And with that exactly in the middle, you can jump across. Oh, that's awkward. You need to wait for him to shoot, and then you can jump. Alright, got him. Okay, no hard drop. Oh, there's the hard drop. I need that. Alright. So, I guess there's a save room to the right. That would be the thing to check out first. I'm always warning you one space away. It's really nice. Alright, so we're looking for the next boss, sort of. Up, he's the closest boss, apparently, so we'll see if that's actually the next one. I mean, it's entirely possible that we'll get blocked on our way there, and have to go some other direction. Let's see, I believe I can make a loop for the blue thing, and then just reset the room and actually make progress. This music's pretty good. I don't know if I really picked up on that in the last episode. People pointed out that visually it looked pretty good. Reminds me a lot of Shovel Knight, I commented back. Okay, there's another of those wizards that do not actually happen to be an NPC, they are in fact an enemy. Get destroyed. Alright. You just hit downward. I keep trying to duck and attack. Oh. Okay, just making sure the block wouldn't, like, start floating to the right. Okay, so that's not the way. Oh, if I, drop from here. Hit the button. And maybe hit up the save room again. I guess that doesn't actually do anything to hit up the save room again, because everything stays done, even if you get killed. But I sure wasted a couple screen transitions. What? Oh. This sort of block floats across. My magic blocks are destroyed by contact with water. Not spikes, though. Confirmed that water is actually more deadly than spikes. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if water's an instant kill hazard. Oh, bubbles, of course. I was wondering how I was gonna make that jump. Because it doesn't look like there's even room for a full jump. Alright. Yeah, maybe a little more on the edge. Oh wait, actually it's a pretty easy jump. At this point, it looks like we're actually heading towards that boss on the right, rather than upward. Those blue gems. Can't remember what they're called already, but they're blue gems now. I'll just keep heading right as long as the game lets me. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna get another power before the actual next boss. Ooh, a warp. And a well. Interesting. And I apparently missed an area. Oops. I'm sure there was some cancel button, but I didn't find it. Maybe there isn't a cancel button and you're just supposed to pick where you already are. Don't know why I saved. It was pointless. Only cost me a weapon swing animation in terms of time, though. And also, this isn't a speedrun, it's just a casual blind playthrough. Like, I don't like wasting time on video. You know? I mean, I might as well get the blue gem since I've seen it. What if I drop a block on a guy? Nothing! Except the block is killed. Orb level has increased. See, I believe somebody in the game mentioned that, orb level makes you stronger against bosses. So I'll assume that I, like, deal more damage to them now. At this point, let's just keep proceeding over. Left Solstice Mountain, down Underground Chamber, right Gloom Lake. Have I been in the upper part of this room? Oh, but I could have been easily. Okay. Another well. Okay, just making sure bubbles weren't gonna spawn. Figured I'd wait a couple seconds. I don't know if that's actually how long it took bubbles to spawn, come to think of it. Maybe I should have waited longer. But I think the watercolor was different somewhere that bubbles actually spawned. Oh, the platform doesn't go any farther to the right. I thought it would for some reason. Underground Chamber. Now noticing that only your current area is highlighted in red, which I guess really helps you find the remaining blue gems. Because there's a blue gems in area counter at the bottom, and so you know where your actual search area is. Oh, another warp. Kinda want to just warp back up. Underground Chamber just doesn't feel like the next area. You have to hit the attack button, not the jump button. Jump button is actually cancel, even though it's A on a controller. It probably makes more sense on the keyboard controls. I bet Z is attack and X is jump. Alright, let's try proceeding right from here now. Oh, we did it. I'm a legend. Alright, what have we got here? Right, Gloom Lake. Oh. I must need all the bosses killed already? Or maybe there's a background exit here once I get all the things. Maybe this person will tell me. This is the entrance to the last challenge of your journey, Zoe. In order to open this, you need the power of the Protectors. You want me to tell you about the 4 Protectors? Sure. Okay, I've already defeated the Vicious Keeper. Okay, you'll find the Vicious Keeper in Anger Saculum. The first dungeon you visited on your journey. Do you want me to tell you about the 4 Protectors? Yeah. Sea Monk. You must first enter the Shrine of Sea Monk. Oh yeah, that's what the person in the town told me I should be after. Which is just east from here. Just follow this path to the right. Crimson Guardian. I believe there's an achievement for defeating the Crimson Guardian first. Of course, I could have just, gotten the green block power and pieced out of the first dungeon. Anyway, the Crimson Guardian can be found on the top of Void Tower. You'll find the entrance just outside of the town of Westwood. And the Beholder. To find the Beholder, you need to see what others cannot see and make it all the way up in Amethyst Passage. You've already told me about the 4 Protectors, I don't need to hear more. Alright, well, I guess it was nice to confirm that I am going the correct way. At least the story progress expected way, we'll say. I like to do that on a blind playthrough. Sequence breaking is for achievement cleanup and speedrunners, possibly, if it's faster. So, let's see, I can't make it through this room. So we need to take this elevator, clearly. So I like that it's very clearly an elevator. Yeah, save to the left. I'll take it. First, we're probably looking for a new power. Oh, who are you? And what do you want with that bottle? That's a beautiful looking copper coin. Can I have it? Sure. You're such a kind person. Now let me take a look at this coin. This is not what I was looking for. You can keep it, but since you were so kind, I can open this door for you. Inside, you'll find a really useful item. Okay. Found an empty flask. This could come in handy if you fill it with some water. Alright, and we've seen a bunch of welds for doing that. I wonder what the use of it is. I assume I don't just jump into that water. Okay, you have a lobbed attack. Whoa, you kind of spam them. Oh, but only 3 in a row. Got it. Oh, I probably need both of these to be held down at once. Which would mean that this block has to go to the right. I'm worried about... Okay, it didn't, like, pop out and attack me. I don't know why I slashed at it. I should... Alright, you hit up, not down anyway. I was trying to get down and attack to make the block. Alright, we solved the puzzle. Oh, right, that thing. Is that 3 hits to kill? Oh. think if I had started climbing the ladder, I wouldn't have avoided that fireball in time. Oh, what? Is there a secret somewhere along this wall? No. I believe that will probably remain mysterious until I actually get this dungeon's power. Alright. Made it through unscathed. Yeah, I don't think I'm making any sort of jump to that blue thing now. Made it to a save without dying. I guess I might have spoken too soon, but I didn't. Gonna explore away from the boss because we don't have the power yet, and I don't know, that seems like where I would put it. Okay, there's gotta be some sort of illusionary passage here. No? Attackable? Don't know why I'm standardizing on 3 strikes of a wall. I think that might be the number of strikes it takes me to destroy a green block, though. Oh wait, these only take 2 hits? I must have miscounted due to invincibility frames. Ah, here's the secret. Oh, I got health. Whoa. This is actually a surprising number of spikes for how not deadly this room is. Now that we know about short jumping anyway. Had a harsh tutorial in the last episode about that. By which I mean we got murdered and then figured it out later. One of those lightning doors again. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't have any reasonable way to get to that lower exit. Another save room. I could get back up to here from there. Yeah, let's hit up the save room. Oh, a person. I heard there's a flask that can replenish your energy if you drink from it. I even heard it's somewhere in this dungeon. Yeah, I have it. I actually kind of guessed it would be for restoring health. See, even if I could stand on that spike with a damage boost, which I believe is what I would need to get up into the larger part of the room, I don't think I can jump from where the ball, or the gem is, to the golden platform up and left of it. Took an awful lot of time explaining that while just standing there. Could have walked out of the room and kept explaining. Oh. Yeah, it's safe to just grab— whoa! You can lob high! I was gonna say, I think it's safe to just grab the ladder and start climbing. But I was mistaken. Nothing in this game is safe. Oh, that key looks important. Jumps that aren't actually as tight as they look because you can be hanging halfway off the platform. Alright, I don't believe I've actually seen the locked door yet. But I think in the previous dungeon I did need to go through a locked door in order to get the power, so we're on the right track. Although my instinct of going away from the boss was not correct. Oh. This is looking good. Wait, does that platform come low enough for me to just jump to it? Oh, that was probably a risk, especially because it kept moving down anyway. Wait, these green not platforms, green pillars, they weren't gonna be solid. I mean, we can make it through this room, let's keep going. Still liking our direction. It was through the locked door. Oh, there's another locked door. Probably a key in this direction. Oh yeah, I guess the previous dungeon had multiple ones. Oh. go down from here and hope I don't fall into death. Let's do it. Hey, we didn't die. Oh, but I made a foolish decision jumping onto this. I guess I could just get up to the platform up there, but this isn't actually that bad. Yeah, then we're down here. See, here I have a good opportunity to find out if these things are killable. Okay, they're not. I've always been worried about, like, spending the swinging animation and not giving them hit stun and then having it run into me. Also, the first time I saw one, I was on 1 hit point. Oh, I think when I was ducking, I wasn't within its vision range, effectively. Oh, it just deals 1 point of damage to my thing and passes through it. I was afraid that the enemy was gonna pop my cube entirely. Secrets? Secrets? No. Oh, it's a blue thing. You found the blue gemstone. It is so light you feel like you can almost float. Now you can create gemstone bubbles. Switch magic and hold it up and attack to create a bubble. Jump on top of it to float upwards. Alright, it's Bubble Bobble. How do I switch magic? Okay, it's left bumper. Alright. The most awkward double jump. Actually, I think it's slightly better than a double jump. Considering, I can normally only jump about 2 tiles, and I believe it floats up about 3. I should probably be re-exploring for more stuff, but I'm inclined to just get all the powers, because we still don't have a way to deal with lightning doors. Although I'm at least gonna peek over here. Another key. Interesting. I might actually need to take this path to get to the boss. This bubble thing's not gonna get me that much higher than, I could before. I don't think I can get that key, actually. Yeah. If I could go up, like, 8 squares, then backtracking would be the path to the boss. What was the point of that cube? Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a key. Yeah. Is there a way to get this? Can I, like, hit it to make it go left? No. Maybe you can actually just make that jump from the bubble. Trying to jump at, like, the very last second. No, you're a block short. Alright, well, let's investigate elsewhere. Get back up this ladder. Maybe I'm just misremembering the room that had the door to the boss room. Oh. Do I have a way up there? From here? No, I don't think it's doable. Oh, because I had to duck the shot. That turret thing is actually, like, super bothersome. Alright. But we're making it through. Okay, I still can't do anything here. It remains extremely mysterious. Oh. Alright. So this actually just wasn't the right way at all. I believe, though, I can get that blue gem now. If I bubble from here. Oh. The bubble is solid left to right, so I've got to get this lined up pretty well. No. Stone cellar! That's not part of the dungeon, so it's probably the wrong way. Yeah, let's just turn around. I should probably actually be looking to save and quit. I may not finish the dungeon this episode. Alright. Probably looking to get to that bottom save room, and then in the next episode we'll proceed left of it. I don't know which save room I'm saved at now, actually. Come to think of it. I think it's the one that's up and right from me now. The closest one that's up and right, that is. I acknowledge there are multiple. Okay, so this was the lightning door, actually, so we're not proceeding left of it. I had forgotten that detail. Now, the bubbles aren't gonna let me get that. What was right of the save? I'm just curious. We're still not past half an hour. Oh, I can do this now. Ow. Doesn't matter, there's a save room right next to us. Oh, the secrets. But it's actually useless. I don't have a key. That hasn't changed since the last time I didn't go through a room because I didn't have a key. Cool to know, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should've... No, checking for a secret up above where I was wouldn't have any relevance because you'd just end up in the save room again. I'm perhaps a little too curious where I'm actually supposed to go. I don't want to leave the episode on don't know where to go next. I could take that path upward. Oh, I could do that before, though. What was over here? A key. Or maybe it was a blue gemstone. But not the blue gemstone. Perhaps I should start calling the collectibles something else. To differentiate it from the power. Oh, I just ran straight into that enemy. What was up here? It's just the way back. So, I believe I made a massive time-wasting loop after getting the bubble ability. But where do I go then? Do I really need to go back into the stone cellar? Or did I miss a path? Oh yeah, this was a loop to get a key or something. Feel no need to really explore that. Alright. We've at least double-checked that with our bubble power, the bottom part of the dungeon doesn't really yield much. We need either a key or the lightning power. Or rather, whatever opens the lightning doors. It might not be a power. Just there may be a secret in this direction? Okay, I thought it was a little weird that there was space to the left of that ladder. Actually, that whole ladder existing is weird. Maybe I should attack the wall. No? Okay. Oh, that enemy at the bottom actually moves into the wall. Or rather, the non-wall. The fake wall. Save here, end things off. We are past half an hour. Next time, exploring generally upward again. Unless... no, I must have been blocked off to the right. Oh yeah, this was where I needed a key, and I couldn't get that key. Unless there's something I missed. Wait a minute. One thing. Ah! We figured it out. I hope nobody shouted too much on their screen, at their screen. Don't strain your vocal cords. So, yeah, we can actually use the two powers together. Should have maybe realized that sooner. Anyway, see ya!